Alright, we live? Yo. Okay, everything looks good. I wanted to do a bit of programming today. And I was just thinking, so I'm using this tool called LifeUp now for my stuff, basically, for keeping track of stuff. And I thought it'd be really cool if I made a system where you could basically say, hey, I want to be able to give someone a side quest who also has the app, and they can do the side quest for you. And I want to make a little website where you can create custom side quests, upload them, and try them out. And so I'm going to start with just building an API. And that's what the video today is going to be about. So we're going to pop open Visual Studio and just get started. As soon as it loads. Probably should have been a little more prepared, but okay. What we're gonna go and do, actually, because I'm too lazy to work on a whole new system, is just copy the entire chatting app. And then we're going to call it quest system. We're gonna move it into tools, probably. Just like that. There we go. Oh shoot, not that. So let's go ahead and open that up. It's gonna get a little confused, but that's okay. There we go. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is just rework a whole bunch of stuff here, because most of what I have here is stuff that we're probably gonna want, but like we don't really need WebSockets and stuff for this. And we definitely want to change the app settings to host on a different port. So we're gonna host on port 2001 and 2000, just like that. And then under program, same thing with WebSockets. We'll leave them in for now because who knows, you might want to use them. And then here we are. Let's start with just cleaning everything up. Right now I have like a whole login system stuff. This is not going to be really public at all, so I don't really need to worry about most of that. So just figure out all of this stuff. User request login, user request sign up, all user get data, request other data. Okay. Oh shoot. Handle WebSocket is somewhere in here. I probably want to keep that. We don't have any sort of login system. Alright, it's not going to select all of it? Dang. Probably also want to keep the command system in here as well. Okay. Oh, we also want attempt to read file as well. We can get rid of basically all of these endpoints. We are gonna want the attempt to read file. So let me do that real quick. Grab that. Be under this. Throw it back. And we just add that back. And there we go. We don't need any of that. We're not doing anything with streaming. We'll leave those in as just a test. And then handle WebSocket async, everything. Okay, and then we also got to go into here because it is. We'll have it have the same like stuff for now. It's one of these debug properties. There we go. Working directory. We're actually going to change it to the bin debug.net 8.0. So now it's basically the same thing. And we're going to delete user logins, sign up these. Bin debug. And then we're also going to the user logins here. We'll leave these logos in here for now. Then in here, we're going to delete that stuff. Delete that. There we go. Now it's time to test it. So I do have this Postman instance open. We'll use this to figure out what the links are and stuff. There were build errors. Oh, 72 build errors. Jeez. Okay. Oh yeah. Under the thing here for commands, we're gonna want to remove basically all these commands. We'll do something. Remove that. There's no more loading logins or static sessions. And no more saving data. We'll just do that. There we go. And then wait for this to update. Remove these. No more saving data. All that stuff by ourselves. Try building it again to see. There's no favicon.ICO, so we can remove that. Under the properties. There we go. We'll just do that and let's see how that works. Now, hopefully it's not using the same HTTPS certificate. Probably is though. Let's just test this out. 2000. HTTPS://2001. Advanced, accept the risk and continue. Yep. So the website still loads, but it obviously runs into a whole bunch of errors. And some of these pages aren't even found. But at least we got website hosting up. Meaning we can actually start working on the main part. So we're going to want to actually probably start by building part of the website. And we might want to like go into a new instance of Excalidraw. This is good for building out sort of stuff. So I think we sort of want to show a list of tasks here. So you can see all these different side quests people have, who they're from, that kind of thing. And then there would also be a button down here in the bottom that's like a plus or something. And that would basically just be like, oops, just like that. That basically would just be like, hey, add a new project. And then in that new project thing, I think we sort of just have, much like what the app looks like, I think we just sort of have like a name, a description, and we'll have all the different types of rewards you can get down here in these boxes. So there's like one for strength, one for endurance, intelligence, charisma, vitality, creativity, or you could also add like another extra one if you want. You could add extras because someone might have, you know, an extra one on there. And then you could have a deadline date that you need it done by, like here, where you could put in the date, and my service would automatically calculate the stuff. And then you'd have basically like a confirm button. You click the confirm button, it sends an API request, which then sends it to the app, where we figure out in here the link to the URL we want to do, and then we give that back and we display that here. If someone clicks it, it would show a UI that's like, do you want to accept this thing? It would show detailed information. If they click accept, then it would make the call to the API, which means they would have to be on mobile. So I might need to double check and make sure that's done. But once they actually accept it, we need to show and hear who it's been accepted by, and then if it gets finished early, write that down or something. So I think that's how we're going to want to do this. So let's start with the website tools. Dash and dot. So here we have VS Code, or Visual Studio Code, yeah, VS Code. And we are going to have this split with the UI here, so we can see changes as we apply them live. We're gonna hide. Is it possible to hide this? There we go. Oh, it's Control-Shift-E, I guess. So what we can do is we probably just want the index file to be like showing everything. We don't want an introduction page like what we got here. So we will find the on the animations and stuff. Top nav. Remove those. Am I still running this? Oh no, I'm not. Okay. Let's run that. We don't need to worry about the API right now. There we go. So now we just get some nice animations and icons from svgrepo.com, which I'm going to keep. I'll keep that there because we're probably going to use icons from SVG repo by the end of this. So we'll keep the bottom nav there, and we'll delete all of this. and now there's just nothing, and it's a nice clean slate. I don't think we should do the background animation here, but that's part of the main style.cs. So we're just gonna like remove the background and animation, background size, background attachment. Move all those. Okay. We probably do want a background color though. Dash color, and we're just gonna do like a dark gray or something for now. That's not quite the dark gray. I don't know, like hashtag 121212. We'll try that. All right, yeah, this is nice. And then we'll show each little piece here. So the way we're gonna do that is through divs, of course. Start by placing down div ID equals. I guess we don't want IDs, but we do want class equals. Is going to be task. Now it's nothing, but we want to. We're going to want to be able to order stuff in there and make it look pretty nice. So let's just start with giving .task a border. So let's remove the container. I mean, we could give it container for now and just see how that looks. That already looks nice. So we can just keep this general container thing here, actually. We can do h2, and do like side quest, some, blah, 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 like that. And then we can show, this is way too big right now. So we will actually turn down the padding to like 10 pixels or something. That didn't work. Margin. That's what we're focused on. Margin. Nope, that didn't work either. Maybe I have some overrides in here that are doing something with it. I do. There we go. That looks better. So we will do margin like 20 pixels. Padding 20 pixels. Okay, yeah. And we probably want this to show up in the top, not in the center. So how do we do that? I have somewhere in the body. Oh, I have that. We're not gonna have that for now. And do I have somewhere in the body for this? I don't. So I'm not sure why it's, I guess maybe margin auto. Oh, it's not it, but we'll keep that there because I don't know what it does. Yeah, so if we actually just copy this div a second time, this is what it would look like loading it when you're loading it. I feel like these are too big, especially on a mobile device. If we open up this, I'm gonna put this in a separate window, put it off to the side. And we're going to see what it would look like on a phone. Just like a random phone. Okay, well that's sort of a problem, I guess. These look sort of weird, the padding. So I guess maybe that's like up to margin or something. Style. Oh, Container, when it's smaller, we change the width and the height. So maybe that's why. Tried that. Yeah, that fixed it. Okay. So it's just offset. But now it's not. Cool, cool. And then we are going to show them like this and show some extra information as well. So let's figure out how we do that. We do like some text that says hello as a test. That's what that looks like. So what we probably want is side quest, like, let's start playing some music actually. Get bread for Levi, like that. And then down here we have like, get bread for Levi before he gets too hungry. I spelled hungry wrong. I think that looks pretty good. I feel like the size should be the same. So what we want to do probably is go into container, line height, lower that so they can get a bit closer. And we also want to set a static height, I feel like. 30 pixels. That's way too small. 60 pixels. Still too small. I guess part of this comes down to the margin, which we have. I'm not sure. I'm gonna just remove those. Not sure why it's like so far from the top. If we do margin like 1000 pixels, makes no difference. Do I have some like margin thing set in the body? I do have an auto set in the body, so maybe that's something's going on here. I'm gonna remove this media thing. Whoa, jeez. Okay, what does that do? It sets font size for these. These should just be always like that, I think. Okay, and then format document, make it look a bit nicer. Yeah, let me look at what the app looks like on the phone, because the way tasks are like, the way they look like in there is very nice. I think if I could sort of mimic that, that might be cool. Okay, so they don't say the description until you click on them. So we can do something like that too. But they have like the due date, whether it repeats or not, if it gives you coins or not, and whether or not it has a description in there. I think we do something like this that we already have though. How do we set the padding top to be lower? If we go container, okay, that's one other thing we can do. Oh yeah, okay. So if we do the container and we set padding to be, I don't know, 1000 pixels. It's not doing it, yeah. I'm just gonna remove auto. I don't feel like it's using this. Oh, you know what? It's because of this media in here. Probably. Yeah, it is. That's why. But you see, it's not like worrying about the top of this, but it is worrying about the bottom, and that's why we get that weird, ugly looking. If we do margin 0, then these are all right next to each other. So that's how far apart we are from like the corners, basically. I mean, we are sort of designing this for phone, so I say we do that, put that first, and just do that in here with the margin padding. Oops, not what I meant to do. There we go, that looks nice. I think margin can be a little lower. So then we, yeah, that looks good. And then we want to, I don't know what's going on up here, but I guess we can give this a class and then have that class do something. So class equals title or something. And then under here, dot title, we want the padding to be 0 pixels or something. Margin 0 pixels. There we go. Okay, progress. So we can do padding but no margin. And then margin, if we just do like auto, we do 10 pixels auto. That looks pretty good. 12 pixels? I like that. Okay, so for Levi before he gets too hungry. And we'll keep working on the way these look. We can do p/p class equals do. Color, just like red. Just for now, we'll do like a very strong red. Soon. Oh, spooky. So I feel like container and line height, we do 0 pixels. And we find the title and we remove the margin. And then we also remove the height limitation. Let do that automatically. Okay. We'll do that for now. And we'll say do, and then like 726, 726, 2024 at 6 p.m. like that. Let me see what it looks like in the app and see if that sort of matches. It's definitely not that red. Okay, so it either says deadline today, or if it's not today, it says it's further out. But it doesn't show the time, which I think for quests like this, where you sort of just request it in a day and want a response as soon as possible, I think we should show the time. But I think today, 6 p.m. is good. Do today. Should we do like at 6 p.m.? Okay. And we're also gonna like sort of lower the red. Make it a little bit calmer on the eyes. And we make the line height 5 pixels. 10 pixels. Okay, we'll do like 8 pixels. How about that? I think that'll look good. And then we want a little button in the bottom here that basically is like pick up. Now I have no idea how I want to do that. I feel like that's going to be kind of hard to do, but we can, let's just start with, oops, button, test. I don't want it to be right here. I'd rather have it be right here and have the height sort of be lower and stuff. So padding top, so 10 pixels, and padding side to side is like 20 pixels. So we just have a smaller button overall, and then move that to somehow be in that corner there. So I guess what we could do is for this last part down here, create a div that's a flex box. And put those two things in the div. And it looks the same now, but when we actually do the style, it will look different. So display flex. Okay. And flex. I'm not sure what the thing is for this. Flex. Flex dash direction. Row. Flex. Align. Oh, center. Nope. Line items baseline. Nope. Let's just try like flex end and see what that's like. I don't think that's working. The flex box itself is absolutely working though. I think that looks nice. I guess we can open up the other website here and see how it does this again. I forgot. I'm always forgetting. Flex, wrap, justify content is what we want to do. Okay, so justify content, center. This will make them meet up in the center, right? We want to instead have the space between them. There we go, that looks good. That looks pretty good. We want to make the buttons probably have less padding up and down. Is that not the right one? Is it that one? Nope, that's the right one. I don't think we can do any more or any less padding than this right now. For up and down. I guess we could put these two things in one flex side and then have this be across. Let's try that. And then we grab this, put it in right before that. That does not really work well. So we can also just set the line height to be lower inside the button. That looks pretty good. I probably am going to want to replace that text with some sort of image, so it would just be square like this. Uh, 10 pixels, height 10 pixels. Okay, contrast. I think we could do like 25 pixels and 25 pixels probably. We can probably fit a like add icon in there. And we also want the div, if we actually give the div like an outline to show that it's like a border. You can see how big it is probably. Border radius like 5 pixels or something. Not sure how borders work either, apparently. Container, border 1 pixel solid. So this is what that looks like. So we probably want to lower like line height. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. I'll remove this border when we're done. It's just so I can see how it looks. I think I need to find a way to center the button. You can do that this awful way. Maybe that will work, and if it does, I'll take it. No, it doesn't. Okay. Justify content space between align items center. Oh, now the button's just gone. Uh-oh, what did I do? I think, where did the button go? Okay, wait a minute, what? Inspect. Okay. Container. Here's the flex box. Here's the class. Huh. The button doesn't exist. Did I remove the button by accident? I did. I was so confused. Where'd the button go? I accidentally removed the whole button instead of just the align equals center. So it's align items center, like that. See if, hey, that looks better. So now we just remove the border. Something like that could work, yeah. We probably want a padding of 0 pixels. 0 pixels. Not sure how else to do that. If we re-add the border. 0 pixels for the radius. So it's just perfect square. And if we do padding auto padding dash top 100 pixels. Blech. Now you can't do negatives here, which is interesting. But I already set the line height to be 0 pixels and it's doing that. So I guess what we could do is set the margin to be negative. I'm not sure if that's what you're supposed to do. Negative 5 pixels. Negative 50 pixels. Well, I don't think that's supposed to happen. Okay, well that's just changing that. So we probably want that to stay the same. If we add like 50 pixels in the margin, that should, yeah, do that. That's cool. We could do like negative 1 pixel. Have it poke out a little bit. I think that's what we're looking for. Maybe we just want to do the line height in this. Line height 0 pixels. Still not working. Interesting. Let me search this up. This. Just line height CSS. Okay. Okay. I guess we could also use pre. I think that looks much smaller text. And we just sort of like, I guess we could margin 0 pixels, 0 pixels, and we do like -10. Move it up. No, it just makes that part smaller. What about here? If we do, pretty sure that's in and out. Yeah, that definitely is in and out. Shoot. Okay, so margin dash top -10 pixels maybe. That could work maybe. -20. Okay, 15. Okay, and then we just hide the border now. See how that looks. That looks pretty good. I think we still want to use normal paragraph text. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I think we do want it to be in just a little bit. So, margin dash left 2 pixels or something.
I think I'll probably try and get day shift.
We're probably gonna want no margin actually. Okay, so far this is looking pretty good. I think we should try to get some symbols and then we can continue from there. I still think maybe we want this to be like 12.
I just started my computer.
15. Is it 15 before? I have no clue. Okay. So one of the things I think we want to do is get some symbols going, and I think that will make this look a whole lot nicer. So I'm gonna go to SVG repo, and we're gonna show that we need an add. I like the very, very simple ones. So like that looks really good. And then we also want a calendar. Monocolor. I think just that looks good. And then, are there any other symbols we're gonna want? We're probably gonna want a like quest, like icon or something. So I guess that looks kind of good. Yeah, we'll do that one. I think that one's nice. And then we're gonna use some other stuff on top of it with Photopea, which is just basically Photoshop online free, which is really cool. So we'll use that next. But for now, let's go ahead and check out this. We're gonna add a little like calendar icon right there. Normally I just get the SVG and add it directly in, but I don't think that's a good idea this time. So let's get the exact color.
Oh yeah, yes.
I think there's a way to change this from like hex to other stuff.
Oh yeah, I think that would be fun. Then there's general merchandise, food and grocery.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll do this one.
What's your department?
Just like that. And it's gonna be on a black screen. We're gonna export it as a 256 by 256 PNG. And we're gonna throw that into our quest system bin debug. Throw that in the website one. Calendar. The people at SVG Repo, they are freaking awesome. They're helping me out a crap ton. So let's go ahead and get the calendar in there. So we want this to be right next to the dude, but we don't want this dude to go in like the center. So we're going to probably want to put it in a div. And then before in the div we do an image where the source equals calendar.png, like that. And see, hey, okay, we got something. It's a bit big. We probably want to set the width to be like 10 pixels or something, and that should, whoa, okay, that's really small. 30 pixels. Alright, that could look pretty good. I think we stick with 25 for now, and we stick that over here. And we just do stuff based on that. Oh crap, I messed up. I think that's good. Okay. Let's continue. So I think we need to set this to be a flex box. This div here to be a flex box. So, I mean, maybe it would just be easier to do a list, but oh well. I don't know what I'm doing. Flex. That's okay. Okay. It automatically set the height to be bigger. Let's just set the height to be 25 pixels because that's what it's supposed to be, and we don't want that to change. Okay. And then we want the align items center. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. We are gonna have to do some stuff with the margin though. Margin left, and set the speed 5 pixels. That puts it in more. Okay, negative 5 pixels. Okay, so probably just 2 pixels like that, or 3. That looks nice. So right now it's just targeting this display. If I switch displays, it's probably gonna look like junk, but we'll figure that out as we continue. I think that looks really good. I really do. So we probably, what should we do now? I don't know. I think we should make the margin top a bit lower, like that, and then we can also add the plus button in there next. That seems good. So let's get the add. We do have the background, which is purple, and is this the background in here? If I set that to white, no, it's not. I'm not sure how we could set the background color manually here, but I don't think we can. I think just the white will look good though. So let's try that. And put that in there. I'm just gonna call it add.png. And then inside of here, we will put the image inside of this button where the text is. Image source equals add .png. Ah, there it is. It fits perfectly, guys. Let's. Oh wow, we got through the whole song. It's been 30 minutes playing that song. We'll do Maple Tree Way next. We want to set the width to be similar to what the button's width is. So right now buttons are 25 by 25 pixels, so we're gonna do just like 20 pixels. Oh, alright, that's already fitting in pretty good. It needs a little bit more line item center. Let's just see if that works. Nope. I can't tell if the text would look better black or white in that. I think it looks better white, but I might be a bit wrong there. Maybe we just, I don't want to change it. Maybe we just make this a little darker. I'm sure that it will look good there. Oh, that's when we hover. Oh. There we go. I'm so lazy. I'm just literally gonna do margin left -5 pixels. Okay, a bit too much. There we go. Maybe we just do -2 pixels. I think that looks the most centered. So it's definitely off. I need to, let's just search this up. Center button, or center image in button. HTML. Okay. Okay, that's probably smarter. They said just don't do anything with width and just focus on trying to get the padding good. Which I think is definitely smart, which means we're gonna have to figure this out. If the equal button, like that. Oh, button type equals button. That's what they have. Oh, yeah. We don't want that.
If you want something funny.
Type equals button. Nope, that does not help. It's interesting. This is the whole button. We can click the whole thing here. So. Do I have something in here for padding that maybe it's messing up? Oh, I do have the line height. Maybe that's messing something up. Just remove that. Padding 5 pixels. Oh, that's smart. Just set it to be the background. Okay, I'm actually gonna probably do that, honestly. So we just do style, background dash image, URL, add.png. Did not work.
No!
Background position center. Oh.
Interesting.
Background size contain.
Yes. Yes.
Hey, that looks pretty good.
Hey, that's what I'm saying.
So we'll throw all of that into.
Dude, I thought Google like did
The only problem is that the button background. We'll throw that all into here, but the background image is gonna have to be manually done for each of them, which kind of sucks. I could also just maybe do the image without a button and then just detect and make it look like it's a button.
Oh, real. Actually, I want to get my phone. I want to get
Okay. I think that looks good. If we turn that off, this looks still pretty okay, honestly. It doesn't look awful. I think if we set a good max width and we have them centered, it can even look fine in desktop. But the goal is not really to use desktop here, but we should do that because if we use something like Galaxy, like the iPhone, that looks really weird. If it gets too small, it's gonna look really weird. Or if it gets too big, I think it will also look weird if we are viewing it like that for some reason. Like 600. So it does expand out to be pretty good. But yeah, we're definitely gonna want to figure out something with the line wrapping. So we want to be able to line wrap. And I guess for that, we're gonna want to set the container line height to be a bit higher. I guess H1 line height because yeah, I'm using H2 and class container, class title. So whatever that one is, which is probably somewhere in here, near the bottom or something. So. Not in here. Did I just not have a title one at all? I swear I do. I don't. Okay. Dot title and do. Do line height 5 pixels. Now we'll actually do like more like 20 pixels or something. It is pretty big text. Alright, that looks better. I think we do a little bit more. There we go. But now it does look a little bit worse than it did before when it's not wrapping, I think. Because of this margin right here, it's in this margin, this top margin also. So I guess we could do margin top, negative 10 pixels. Oh, that's a lot. Well, I guess we could like, it's trying to auto do the margins, so I don't need to go negative at all. We can just do 5 pixels. That looks good. Yes. Alright, and we can do a similar thing with margin bottom, of like just setting it to be 5 pixels or something. 1 pixel, 0 pixels, negative 10 pixels. Wow. Yeah, we'll stick with like negative 6 pixels or something and just do that. And now it looks nice. Oh. Okay. Yeah, it looks really good, guys. We'll just not let it go that small, I guess. I mean, there might be some phones where this small is like normal, so we will let this line height for the paragraph work. I think I did something in the container with line height. Yeah. We do that. That does help a lot. I think we do like 15, 18. Give everything a little bit of space to spread out. But most of the time, you're not gonna really be seeing that either, right? You're gonna be seeing something more like this. I think this looks really good so far. I do. I think we can place this in a flex box. Make the body a flex box. I think one thing we can do is we don't need to do side quest colon. I feel like that is sort of just making the title longer, and it's sort of unnecessary. And I feel like instead, outside of the container, we can have like an H1 that's side quests like this, and align this in the center. This still works, so we'll do it. And then after this, we'll also have a line break as well. Is that how you do a line break? Is it HR? I think it's, yeah, HR. So we have like a line break, and then you have all of this stuff here. There we go. Oh, that looks nice. Yeah, that looks really good. What happens if we go outside of this? It looks like that. So I feel like we already have a pretty good max width. I think maybe we want to make the max width a little bit smaller, like 550 pixels. That looks good. And then under the body, can we, I don't know if this is something you can do. I'm a little bit worried to try it, but maybe we can just like set this to be a flex. Whoa. Whoa. I did not know that was possible. Okay, flex direction is row, maybe? Column? Okay, that fixes that. And we could do like align items center. And that would fix those, but I don't like the way that looks. If we just do instead like align items center. Do we need a flex box for that? I think so. Is there any other? I guess I can search it up here. Align items in body in center. Display table. I guess we could try that. Like that. Okay, it does work, but it messes everything up. So I think we need to find a different. Okay, body margin 0 pixels. Or it's not 0 pixels, it's 0 auto. Okay. Cool. We're gonna try that. Alright, sort of works. I don't think I want to try that though. I'm using Firefox, so that might be why that one didn't work. We can try that. Whoa. I do not want that. Well, then the line breaks don't work. So let's try that. Just online solutions. That one looks pretty good, actually. I think the biggest problem, I mean, it does mess up everything. and also the line breaks do not fully go across. But I think we just go HR and we set the width to be 100%. Okay, if we do it like 150%, yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's gonna work out. I think we just stick with this. It looks good enough, I think. We can always just also... This one's probably the worst. I do this all the time, but it probably is not good to... Because it highlights it red. HTML align tag. It's probably outdated, honestly. Not supported in HTML5. Oh, center tag. Okay. It says margin auto, padding 10 pixels. So for container we could do margin auto. Wow, it was really that easy. That's all we had to do. Does it still look good if we do it on like a mobile device? That one might just be too small of a mobile device. I think, okay, not really sure how this works, but if we tried like 10 and then auto, or 10 pixels and then auto, not sure. We could have it, I guess, margin dash left, like 10 pixels, and margin dash right being 10 pixels as well. We do both, and then it also, nope. So what we could do is have it so there's a media thing that detects if it's small enough, and if it is, it just does that. So margin auto works here, but then if we are on a phone, it doesn't try to do any like minimum min margin. Does not do that in this example though. It's because padding says 10 pixels. Or no, it's because width is a percent. So if we do like width is 80% of the page, I think we should go for more like a 90% of the page, but then we also still have that max width for desktop. That looks good. Okay. Yeah, I'll stick with that. So next what we want to do is be able to, I'm not really sure how like templates work, but we want to be able to repeat this for each new entry. And I don't want to do the style stuff manually like how I did here. So we're probably going to have to do that programmatically. Give me just 1 sec. Okay. Yeah, so next we just need to be able to make this duplicatable. So basically what we would be able to do is have this go multiple times. We're going to need to do padding for those. I think that's how that works. I don't really know. But we'll be able to duplicate it multiple times. So one of the first things we actually have to do here, this for the style, I don't want to set the style manually each time. If I remove this style, it looks the same. So we'll leave that out. Okay, so we probably want to put this whole style into a new thing. So like dot calendar div that, and put this whole style in there. This is the calendar div, yeah. Like that. And we remove the style there. And it looks weird, and we just set class equals calendar div. And now it looks fine. And then under this is another div. Or I guess, okay, we want to rename this probably to like bottom div. Bottom div. That way, because that's not really the calendar part yet. The calendar part is right here. So dot bottom div dot calendar. Is that like a thing? And then I can just give this calendar class equals calendar. That looks the same to me. And then we have to manually do the style for the image of the button, which kind of sucks, but is workable, right? And then for each one of these that we place down, we want to set the method to be different. So current bitrate 0 is lower than. I don't know what this is saying. I'm getting an error in here. Oh. We're running into issues? I think we're fine. It's saying stuff is bad. I think we're okay. Okay. So, yeah, this is pretty good so far. I think I might need to start getting into the actual programming part of it. Where we actually had the functionality of clicking on it, seeing information about it, and that kind of thing. I should also see what it looks like on my actual phone, just to double check and make sure the button's big enough and stuff, because right now this button looks really small, and that's probably because it is really small for the thing. So I'm going to open Firefox on my phone and go to the page there. It's, I clicked on the wrong one. There we go. And then it's 92.168. I need to figure out my IP address. pconfig 8.231. Yes. 8.231. Port 2001. Like, are you sure you want to continue? This could be a dangerous site. We might also be trying to do HTTP. So HTTPS. Oops. I just, put a semicolon instead of a colon. On that, copy, paste, enter. Accept the risk and continue. Hey, it looks really nice. It literally just feels like it's an app you would have on your phone. It looks really good. And there's little animations and stuff too. I really like it. I really like that so far. That looks really good. Oh, yes. Okay. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. You can pin messages, timeout 10 seconds on it. Hide user, add standard monitor. Yeah, I don't really. Okay, well, yeah. So I can do messages and stuff, but I don't really feel like I need to, because there's no one watching, so it's fine. So this looks really good so far. I think I'm going to want to start programming now. So we will place down. We do need a plus button for the API, but we'll just start working on the API right now and getting that done. Because I do have Postman, so I can figure this out. So what we're gonna do in API send is, let's get some music going. It helps me think. Okay. We're gonna change this API endpoint to create task, and we're also gonna create another one, which will be /API/ get tasks, like that. And so one of them will be for getting the tasks that are available, and then it will return those as a JSON, and then the person who is using the site, it will list out each of them, and then the person will be like, oh, okay, here's all the ones. And if they click the add button, which will be right down here, it will add the task and send the API request to add a task. So that's what we'll start with. When it comes to that, we should, I'm going to stop the server real quick. We're going to create a new file. And it's just going to be task. And the way this is we're going to have a public string for the title, a public string for the body. I guess this is notes. We'll do what it looks like, how they do it in the app I'm using. So to do is the title, and notes is the description, and then we also have a public int for XP that you get from it, and we have a public list of skills, which right now are undefined. So we'll create public class skills, and this will have, it's just going to be I guess it's just an int. So public int array, that's what I probably should have done to start with. Skills. And then we also have a public, so this is weird. It uses a UTC timestamp for it, which we can get 2 Unix time seconds. So we're actually gonna put this in here, because I have no idea what this outputs as. We'll just throw that inside somewhere where there's actual code and just figure out. It's a long. Okay. So we will have a public long deadline. So if someone needs it by a certain time, they are able to get it by then. Which is pretty cool. And then I think that's all we really need for the API part of it. I mean, is this, that's reward, pop-up message, give up a task, unfreeze a task, create it, complete, that's complete. Okay, the color, I don't think we need to worry about color. Background picture, I don't think we need to worry about any freezing, any penalties, because by default that's just going to be not required or anything. And so I don't feel like I need to really worry about that. We are going to change, I mean, we might as well, because we're here, just do side quests like that. And when that loads, it will say side quest up there. But it's server's offline right now, so that's not gonna work. Alright. So let's start with having in here. Oh shoot. Oh, because I see, I did something wrong here. Task to store. There we go. Task is already a thing, so that's where all those errors came from. We're gonna have a public list of task to store. And it's gonna all tasks, which will equal a new list of tasks to score. And we are gonna be using JSON to store all of these things, and we'll just have it so when you create a task, you send a body with this, and I guess we can do get set like that. So just like that, we'll do that, and then we'll create this. Where we have string to do, string notes, int for XP, int array for skills, a long for the deadline. And we just do to do equals to do, notes equals notes, XP equals XP, skills equals skills, and deadline equals deadline. And then we do this dot. That way we're actually referencing the right ones. So that's how we would be able to load that. Okay. And then under create task, they're going to send an API message. So we're going to want to read the body, try to parse that. So we'll do try a catch, and then we're gonna do client.request.body. So this is a string. No, it's a stream. So we're gonna want to if client dot, I guess, string main body will equal client.request.body dot get. Alright, I don't remember how I did this before. I think it's just, yeah, it's read bytes. So we have a byte array for the body bytes, which will equal a new byte array with the length of client.request.body.length. We don't know how long it's going to be, so we'll do that. And then here we'll do string main body. There's that. And we'll do body bytes, or encoding .utf8 .get string from body bytes, like that. And then here we will do the actual client.request.body.read and we're gonna read it into body bytes 0 the length. And so now we actually get the main body string, and we're gonna do task to store new task created for a new equal JSON convert dot deserialize object. Deserializing it as task to store with main body, and this could be a null, so we're gonna add the question mark to the end there. And then we're gonna check to see if new task created isn't null, and then we will do all tasks dot add new task created, just like that. And then here we'll do custom logging dot write line. An error occurred. Exception x plus x. There we go. And then for getting the tasks, we can just do. Oh, one other thing we want to do here. Oh, we already do the status code equals a success, so we don't need to worry about that. When we're getting it, we're just gonna do client dot response dot body dot write. We're gonna write the. We're getting all of them for now. I will probably eventually have a system where we load only like 5 at a time or something from like most recent or whatever. That way you're not getting this huge response, and that should help speed up the server. And I'll have caching and stuff too with Nginx and stuff. Nginx, however you say it. But for now we're just gonna write byte buffer into offset to count. So we'll do byte to send will equal encoding dot utf8 dot get the bytes for JSON convert dot serialize object and task to or all tasks. Okay, so that's what we send, and then we do to send 0 to send dot length. Okay, and I don't think we have to close it, but we might have to. And we'll just test that with the API for now. So we just start this and wait for it to run. Oops. Okay, is it loading? It's loaded, but oh, you know what? It probably put it on the other desktop. Yeah, it did. So I have to move that over to here. So now it's working. We're gonna, in this one, do an HTTP to 127.0.0.1 port 2000 /API/ create task. And the body is just in JSON. It's gonna be following along this. So to do, I guess it's like that. To do test task. Notes. These are some notes. Constantly do that. Okay. And then XP is like 200, and skills, not that, and we're just gonna do like 0, 2, and 5 or something, and then deadline And this is just gonna be some really long number when we're actually doing it. Oh, you guys can't even see it, bro. Like that. And then we get this open. Does it successfully send? Send. I don't have any. Oh, 404 not found. Specified method is not supported. Error occurred. System.not support exception. Let's go through this one by one and see what actually happens. We're gonna send the request again. So here's what we're doing. We're going body bytes will equal a new byte array. And it says the exception was thrown at this call stack. So either it's the client.request.body part, or it is the creating a new byte array with body.length. Okay. So you can't actually get the length here, I'm pretty sure. That's where that problem's coming in. Body dot read. I'm not quite sure what to do then. Request dot body reader read no body dot Okay, let me figure out what I did with the other code that I have. 1 second. As I just try to read through this and see. Client.request.content length. I see. Okay. So client.request.content length. And we have to cast it as an int. And then we can do client.request.body.read. Okay. Test that out. Disable that. There we go. And try to create a task. We got a 404 not found error. Synchronous operations are enabled. Call read async or set allow synchronous. Okay. We're gonna use async calls. Oh, because it is a task. What am I thinking? We can use await calls. I thought we couldn't for some reason. Alright. And then we're going to Postman send. We got another error, I think. Nope. I don't think we got an error. Okay, so we're gonna pause it. And then we're gonna go to here and we're gonna see all tasks. Just like is it possible to actually read this? Okay, when we add the task, I guess we'll do it. So I can actually see what we have in there. We're still getting a 404 not found. So we have to actually go and make sure we run that. So now what does it say is in here? 1. Hey! Okay, so everything is working correctly here. Awesome. But we are still getting a 404 error. So I think after we write, I mean, okay, let me try one more time and just check. Because it might want me to do a post or something. I don't really know. If I do a post, what does it do? Still 404 not found. Yeah, so we're getting a 404 not found. This is an error that I think is just with ASP.NET for some reason. You have to wait. You have to, oh, you know, I know what it is. You have to actually write something to the body for some reason. So client.request or client.response write async, just nothing. So we don't really need to tell him anything, but we can just do that, and that should work now. Yeah, so now we get a 200 OK response, which is exactly what we wanted. So that's good. And now we have to try the get tasks. So we run it, and then we send this, and we do /get task. Get tasks. Is that right? /API/get tasks. It is right. Oh, I did send some body. Maybe it wasn't expecting that. Nope, that's not what the problem is. I think we need to not do it this way. I think we need to do client.response.write async JSON convert.serialize objects. We'll just try that. See if maybe it's wants us to do that for some reason. Add task. Send. Got a 404 not found. Let's create task. Okay, we successfully create the task. Okay, and then we do get tasks. And we get nothing. Cool. Even though we're supposed to add the all tasks here, I think we want to do custom logging .writeLine added a task. Okay, now we just create task, and then we get tasks. Still getting nothing for some reason. Well, it's basically saying that the list is empty because we are getting something, but it's got nothing in it. So I guess we just debug this like that. Create task. Get tasks. Okay, well, so interesting. It's saying that the tasks has nothing in it, even though we are putting stuff in it. New task created. And we are running the added a task code. Interesting. Create task. This is gonna end up being like painfully obvious. Oh, we have to skip over that. I don't want to go in there. Okay. All tasks now has a count of 1. So I think we can continue. Okay, a 200 okay. Right, I only do get tasks. And all tasks is 0, apparently. Are they referencing maybe different, like, objects? We'll continue, and we get nothing again. Task to store. Huh. Okay, well, maybe it's because it's not static. That'd be very stupid if it's just because it's not static. Create task. Get task. It's because it was. Oh no! It's because it was static. Oh, all of that confusion just because it was freaking static. Okay. That's really weird. I wonder why. That's funny. Okay. Well. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, so. I mean, at least that's progress, right? So let's go ahead and figure out what to do next. So we can now get tasks and add tasks. Now we're gonna make this website actually functional by making it so we can add tasks and receive tasks and see them all and stuff, because the API is kind of useless if no one's able to use it, and no one's going to be able to use it unless I actually make it usable through the website, you know. So side quests is now working up there, and also side quests. This is where we're going to probably want the I'm actually going to do a bit of, I guess, Gusty. No, we'll do Cosmic. So probably the next thing we want to do is make this. I mean, I'm not sure about the quest icon, actually. It feels like it's a little too complicated for me. I feel like I would rather have a different quest. So if we go to quest and we just look at images, we want to be able to quest icon. Let's just see what kind of stuff there is. A scroll could be good. Yeah, I could see a scroll working. Like paper. Task. That's good. I think we'll do task. Just looking through these. I like this one the most, I think. Download just the SVG, and then what we're going to do is go to Photopea, which is basically an image editing software. And it does work with SVG files. So we can actually use this. And we're going to probably want the image to be 256 by 256 pixels. It scales up perfectly. Doesn't look pixely at all, which is really cool. So I think right now what I have for the other one is like sort of a purplish, really purple color theme. But this seems a lot more gray. We still use the purple, but I don't know if the purple color will match, sort of look good up here. So we might actually want to do some other stuff. Trying to think of a color that would go good with this. I think we just stick with purple, actually. I think what we do is rasterize these layers, and then we select the insides of this and this, and we're gonna fill it in with white. Deselect it and make sure there's no... Yeah, that looks good. This goes above that, and then we're gonna do a gradient of just sort of a brighter gray to a darker gray, maybe. We want that to be on a new layer that's below all of them. And then I think we want this grayish to actually be a little more purple. And maybe we do like a white. I think we'll just do it like a darker purple. I like it being more purple. So with this one I do sort of a blob, and I really like the idea of a blob, so we're gonna find a blob generator. SVG. I want it to sort of look like that. Okay, I think I like this one. So we are going to download the SVG, and we're going to open in place that one. Okay, and if we do that, we'll try to get that as big as possible. And then these two layers shrink down. Maybe move this blob down a little bit. And then on the blob itself, yeah, we want to do the gradient on the blob, I think. So we sort of just select this. Rasterize. I'm not sure how much I really like the purple style with this. I think I really do think we should kind of go, maybe do like a gray to dark purple kind of thing. Or maybe, Maybe I want to go with more of a green for this whole project. I actually think I might really like that. Sort of like a brighter forest green kind of thing. Okay. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go do something real quick, and then I'll be back after that. Yeah, so this is sort of what it looks like right now. What do you think I should do? I could also make it, do you like the linear or the radial? The more grayish?
I have like a color hex thing.
Like that, maybe? Huh.
Go into the color thing.
Well, okay, I want to do a gradient. Is this going to be the lighter or the darker color?
Go into the color.
Okay, for the lighter or darker color?
I need to think about it. Let's do this the darker color.
Okay.
And
That's pretty close.
yeah.
Doesn't make much of a difference because of the lighter color that we have right now.
What's the light and the lighter
Do you want it to be like vibrant or
color?
more
like
white?
Stage, like go down. Right?
That?
Yeah.
Okay. File export as PNG. Gonna call it task or favicon.png. I guess we probably want it as a .ico file. Save. And I'm going to move that into here. Okay, and then in order to make this work, we're gonna set it the icon. I think it by default does favicon.png, not .ico. So under the quest system, we have the .ico. I guess Control Shift R. Yeah. That didn't really do what I was looking for. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, that took a little bit. Helped my dad with a programming thing. Hopefully it works. We haven't tested it yet. But back to this. I should have a tool somewhere in here to let me set this file converter to PNG. Just try that out and see if that works. Done. Okay, in the network, oh, you know what? I think it's just returning the favicon straight from here. So we're going /favicon.ico. So I think somewhere in here it's gonna say a user is attempting to get /favicon.ico /website /favicon.ico, which in here I might have moved the wrong one over too. I don't know. If we open it up in Firefox, I guess. I did put the wrong one in here. Okay, so that would explain why that's happening. I was like, why isn't it changing? We file export as .ico. Favicon. Save. Okay, now that's the right favicon, and we move that into the quest system. Replace debug net and paste replace. Oh, and you know what? It's also doing it from this. That's probably what the actual problem was. So /website. Okay. You guys didn't see that, but also /website was wrong. There we go. So now we want to focus on getting the right green color for this. Oh crap. Hopefully you remember. I did have. Oh well. Okay. Well, so I'm gonna have to figure out my own green colors without using the green colors we just grabbed, but it shouldn't be too hard because the button, we'll just mess with the button for now and try to get a nice green. We do want this to get darker. We also want to set links. There we go. I think that looks nice. I like the green. Okay. So, do we start? Here's where one of the questions comes in. Do we start by programming the logic for adding quests, or do we start with programming logic for getting quests? I think let's go ahead and start with the adding quests. So under our main index here, we're gonna find the button that we're using, which is this one, and we're gonna take it out of the container and put it down here at the bottom. Now we just sort of have this button sitting here, and we want the width put it just in the button. Probably don't want that. Probably want to put it under whatever class it's in, which is bottom div dot button. Bottom div dot bottom div button. And we do want to have one for just normal button that doesn't have any of the height crap going in. Now the height is just tiny, and we'll add that manually in this one. Not in the style, but instead out here with 200 pixels maybe. Maybe we do want it in the style. Oh, 100 pixels. Well, all right. We probably want this to be like a 50 and a 50. And then throw that in the bottom there, which we're gonna need to do. This button won't actually just have the type button, but we'll also have the class add button. And then for most of this, we're doing dot add button. And that's where we're putting width and height stuff. Okay. And then for the add button, we do want the position to be fixed. Just like the bottom nav. The position is fixed. And bottom is 0. So that's what we'll do here. Bottom 0. Now it's right at the bottom there. Instead we're gonna do, 10%. I'm not really sure. That does work. Okay. So we'll do like 20%. And then we'll do left 90%. And we do want to probably set this to be a bit bigger. %. 80, 10. Alright, let's try this on like a mobile aspect ratio. Oh, I don't think it's going good. Oh, fun. Guess we could do like right 1%. Like that button might be a bit too big. If I pop open my phone and reload the page, how does the button look? That's way too big. Yeah. We'll try 50 again, but this time on my actual phone, which might make it look way too small, but I think that's pretty good. And we also want the bottom. My phone's like right there. As you go up, it slowly gets worse and worse. Let's try 75 pixels. That. Because the phone screen will never get that small, probably. But we also want the scrolling to be a bit better too. So under like a Galaxy S20 Ultra. Guess that's too big. We'll just deal with that for now. We want it so once we scroll, the button disappears. Button disappear on scroll. I'm gonna have to do some JavaScript for that, which I'm not really gonna worry about right now. But this is looking pretty good. So next we need to actually do the UI. And I think it will be a new page. So we'll copy this page and do it like, call it /new or something. New task. That's what clicking this button will do. So under here, this button on click will equal new dash task. I guess I can't put dashes in that makes sense why I wouldn't be able to. Okay, script. And I'm actually going to put all these in different scripts this time. So new task script. Under here we're going to have a new task which just does window.location will equal /new dash task. Oh, oops, I did it on that one. Still not working though. Maybe I just need to add a semicolon. This new task is not defined. Oh, function new task. That does bring us to /new task. So we got that and we click that and it brings us to /new task. But new task doesn't have anything yet except for exactly what we have here. So that's where we're going to have to make some changes. Under new task we probably want to have a few input fields and stuff, and that's how we're going to do this. So let's go ahead and figure this out. So we're going to set the title to be new task or something. Side quest. Then we're going to change the text up here, just like create a new side quest. And then instead of having this here, we're going to have nothing. And we're going to put some input fields. So we'll actually do form. I'm not really sure how forms work, actually. So I'm going to have to figure this out. We also don't want this button to be here anymore, because we are now in the UI for it. So we'll have a input and type equals a just text, I guess. And the placeholder will equal title. Alright, and now we need to do inputs. So input, and under input we're gonna have oh crap, I don't know how to do types here. Input CSS. Oh yeah, okay, that's how we do it. type equals text. And we're gonna do some padding here. Or we just do padding 12 pixels. 12 pixels again. I guess not. Margin maybe. Margin 8 pixels. Okay. I guess that kind of worked. 8 pixels 0. Okay. 20 pixels. Nope, it's just doing up and down. Margin dash left 20 pixels and margin dash right 20 pixels. Negative 20 pixels? Maybe it's because of the padding? Margin 20 pixels. It's doing that for some reason. Oh. Let's try adding this. It's box sizing border box. Just try copying this whole thing over. I don't know. $200 pixels. That's just up and down at this point. Let's try that. Yeah, so margin is up and down, padding. I'm not really sure. I guess it might be something in here that's causing that. Input text, padding, margin botting, or margin padding. Input type text, type submit, text area. I don't like it taking up the whole thing, but I don't know how to fix that. Box sizing border box is already there. I don't know, let's try width 50%. Oh, and margin auto. I think I'm starting to maybe get the hang of it. Nope. Maybe it's because of this. My margin auto wasn't working. I'm not really sure what to do here. Center input. Style equals text dash align center, maybe. There we go. That was harder than I think it needed to be. I think we set this to be like 90%, and then we also set a max width of like 500 pixels or something. Feels like a bit too much. Width right now, I feel like I need to make it smaller. If we do... Sweet. Okay, that looks good. So we have the title. And then we're gonna have description. Okay, that's where we're gonna want some margin up and down. 20 pixels auto. Okay, 20 pixels a little bit much. Let's just do like 5 pixels. 2 pixels? There we go. Let's do 4. So we have the title, we have the description. What are all the things we need? The experience, the skills, and the deadline. Okay. So this one is a number input. So experience number. That is not styled for some reason. So let's do that, but then make the type also support number. There we go. And width is that. We probably want that to be like 90%. 80%. We'll just copy what we have here to also do it for type number. There we go. So that's how much experience it gives. And we have the skills that it gives you, or the skills it provides in. And for that one, what are the different types of inputs? Because we probably want an input. There's probably an input type for a calculator, or I mean for a calendar. Date? There is. Okay. Ah, cool. So now we just need to style it like how a date is styled as well. Same thing with this. Why don't I just make this input one a general one for all of them? And then all we gotta do is type equals date. There we go. I guess we could also just replace what's in here for the general input one with this one. So we just get rid of width, max width, which there isn't one, margin, and padding. And then we don't need to worry about having this whole thing for a number either, because it just transfers over. Cool. And then we have the date. Alright, and then next we have, oh, skills, that's right. So that should go before date due. I think I might want to actually, so right now what I'm doing is I'm just having the placeholder text inside of these. I think it might actually be better for me to instead have the placeholder text outside of it. I think that might actually be better. Let's see how the app does it. Okay, so it does the default Android thing where it shows it inside. When you click on it, it sort of comes up. So let's try stylized text or date input CSS. I'll just leave it how it is. I think it's fine if we leave it how it is. Let's listen to some different music. Let's listen to some bit loud, but there we go. That's pretty upbeat. I like it. Okay, so we also need what types it adds to. So we need a drop down. That's how those work. So drop down. Input drop down. Oh, okay. So we do something like that. Interesting. I'm not sure if I really like that. I think it works, but it's a select tag. So here's an example I found online. Okay, cool. So we're not gonna have the label. This will be, so a way to make it so you can select multiple. So it's a select tag. Select tag, select multiple. Oh, you just add multiple to this. Okay, cool. So under here we just add a multiple. It does not look like it likes that. So let's try this. Okay. Interesting way of doing it, I guess. Let me see how it works on my phone, because I feel like it would not work. Oh, okay, so on the phone you select which ones you want. Interesting. It's a bit weird, but I think it will work. It's more friendly to use checkboxes instead. Let me see if there's... I don't really want to use jQuery, but it might honestly be good just to not use straight JavaScript. I've never really used jQuery before. Maybe if I could style this more, that would be good. But I'm thinking maybe what we do is we sort of have... let me get an actual thing up so I can show you guys. I had a private tab open with Excalidraw. Hopefully that's this one. I don't think it is. Oh well, you guys are going to see some of my other work. Yeah, there we go. I'm thinking maybe what we do instead is we just have these sort of like boxes. And we would be able to scroll through the boxes. So we have like 1, 2, 3 kind of thing, and then we could scroll through them and select the ones we want to use. It might also just be good if you put like 1, 2, 5, because there's going to be custom ones. That's the thing is, if This is mostly going to be used by me and my sister. So we have the same sort of matching ones under the tools, right? So we have strength, experience, or strength, intelligence. You know, it's all matched up between us two. And so I want you to be able to add more than just what normally would be the available options. Which to do that, we might actually need to just have some sort of number box that is multiple select, where you can sort of put in as many numbers as you want. I think that's how we're going to have to do this. That's going to be the best way to do it. Instead of having a options like select thing. Input type equals number multiple. Let's try that. See if we do like 1, 5. I go up and down. It does not work. Can we put 1, like 21 here? Okay, that also works. We can also just put normal characters in there. So, but the input type is number. So that's a bit stupid. Not sure why it lets you do that. That's a bit weird. One other thing is whenever my keyboard pops up on my phone, the SVG, like icons from SVG repo, pop up to the top, which makes sense. I mean, the screen is shrinking, but I might want to figure out some other sort of method to do that for this bottom bar. Maybe just like actually have it stick to the bottom, but have it be a part of it. So we definitely, I don't want this to be confusing to my little sister though. I don't want to have to show her Okay. So I can have a check in here, but maybe we want to do some sort of box with a plus button. You add more to. I'm trying to think of an example. I guess Minecraft command generator. I guess the way that these work is you can sort of like under targets, I guess. When you're doing like attributes, you can click add and it creates a new one, and then there's a trash button. So we might want to do something like that where we can sort of open it up, click add, and then see more options, meaning I'm gonna have to do my own sort of box here. So we do a div, and we could maybe put the class equals container on this. Looks a bit goofy, and the way that the animation does not match, so we can animation is none, so now there's no animation, and then we can also have the max width be sort of similar to what we have in the input, where max width is 300 pixels and the width is 90%. But then again, maybe we just want to do our own custom class for this that sort of mimics an input. So we'll call it it's part of the form, and then it's when you're in a class called container. Sure, we can do something like that. So we're in a form and we have the class container, and now we have the same sort of matching thing here. And we can, up at the top here, have a paragraph line or something that's like, this is an input something way too big. Also, we could have input where the type is a number and placeholder is experience. I guess what's it called here? It's called skills. We have something like that inside of this div. And then we could have a trash can icon next to it. So we would do a div, another div, a lot of divs. Last div. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to figure out what to do. Okay, and then we have another div, and then in here we could place down an image, which means we need to go back to SVG repo, search for like trash, and we're gonna grab this one. This one looks nice. I think it would look good as a white icon on my page. Yeah, I think we're gonna, and maybe we make it a bit gray, but like mostly white, and then just download that as a PNG, throw that into the quests, and go just trash.png, and then we can go make a new image tag. The source is trash.png. This is gonna goof. Yeah, this is gonna look crazy, but that's fine. We could make this a button. How do we do the button in here with the style background image? Is the add. But we just want it to be the icon, so we're actually not going to do a button. We can try an image. Images don't have any close tags. And we set the width to be like 20 pixels or something. However many matches this. 35 pixels. I feel like that would work in terms of size, but it's pushing the other element over. So we might want to actually make this a flex box. Flex. I guess it's not that, it's display flex. Oh no, it's doing this again. Height is 35 pixels. Okay, and then align items center. That's good. And then we want to have a button down here for add, and that will always just sort of stick in the bottom of this container class. Button add. That's the other thing with this container is make sure we do animation none. Just trying to do stuff. We just want it to have a function. Like if I put in stuff here and we click add, it refreshes the entire page, which we don't really want. Width, I guess we just want to do some style padding 20 pixels. Top like 10 pixels. I'm back. Don't even remember what I was doing. I doubt my dad with another thing. But looks like stuff is working, I guess. This also lets you go into negative. Maybe we don't want that. Maybe is there a way to just like have it be positive only? I don't know. But this is fine so far. So add entry would just, oh yeah, that's the problem we're running into. Just a button within a form reloads page. Button in form reloads page. Type equals button. Okay, cool. There we go. So it'd like start with this, and you could click add new entry, it would add a new one, and then we just place a submit button at the very bottom, but it wouldn't actually be a submit button, it would just be a normal button that says let's see, value submit. Guess we just do like a button. We want it to look like a normal button. What's going on? What's going on? Just a normal break. And we got a button. And we want this button to be a normal button, dude. The other buttons, instead of actually, okay, so what we're doing right now is we just have like button, and then we have this. Instead, we should have it be a dot icon button. And then now we're running into some errors in here with how that would look with these buttons. But we can also add another class here, icon button, and add that same class to this button here. Like that. And now the main one should still work. Oh, that's not supposed to happen. Is there a way to define multiple classes in one tag? I don't think I'm supposed to do that. Add button. Okay, well it still functions. It looks goofy though. Let's try doing a comma maybe. Oh, maybe we just have the same things that are in icon button inside the add button. Now it's not a problem anymore. Hey, and then in new task where we have the button, we do want to change the padding to like 20 pixels. But not the up and down padding. So like, okay, so 0 pixels and 20 pixels. Nope, we still want like 5 pixels there. We want 10 pixels. Okay, that looks pretty good. So we have add new entry, submit, and then we also want the text color. Not sure about that. Let's just stick with black. How about that? And then this submit button specifically would have a huge, like, massive font size. Maybe that, like 20 pixels, 15 pixels, and we want to add 2 breaks. So it's down, like down here a little more, and then we want to set the width to be like 200 pixels. button. Then we want to put that in here, width 200 pixels. There we go. So we do something like that, and I think that's pretty good. Okay, I think this is what the finished page is going to look like. And then we just need to make it so you can add a new entry, and it actually adds a new entry. Because to do that, we would just, whenever we click the button, add this specific code back into the form, and then we're good. We are good. Give me one sec, guys. Okay. So the way that we're gonna not that again. The way that we're gonna do this, and then clicking the trash button should hide the one that was related to it. I don't want to figure out how to do this, but I'm gonna have to. Script, because I really just want to get this adding task. I want to get it functioning, which probably isn't gonna happen today because I gotta go in like 20 minutes. It's like a 4-hour stream. It's pretty long. Okay. So this script specifically will be for the this script specifically will be for the add more skills like part. And basically we're gonna have a function, call it add new entry, which I am going to do the best thing, and the thing that most people would do in this situation who don't know what they're doing. Ask ChatGPT how to do it. How can I make a button that when pressed adds this as the second to last child, and we also are going to give this an ID of skill entry. It's the second to last child of a skill entry of a div with a skill entry as the ID. Yes. Add new entry. Oh boy. It's doing a lot of stuff. Huh? Maybe? Maybe? Does it just give working code immediately? I did not set this on. Click equals add new entry. Hey, it works. First try. Oh. That's a bit of a problem. This bottom bar should exclude the body from this bottom bar. This bottom bar should not be able to go in there. And then we also need these trash buttons to work. So trash.png, can you have the image when clicked remove the entry the image is connected to? Image dot on click will equal, and then we can put in a function here. And for now, we're just gonna add a new entry. Test that out. Oh, of the new one maybe? Nope. Does it work? No. I don't know how that works. Image, oh, cool, it gave me working code actually, I think. Hey, bot. If I put like an A in there, it does not delete that one. And if we have like a B and a C and we remove A, that's cool. Okay, now we want the very first one to not have a image trash, because you need to give experience and a skill at least once. You can add, that's cool. Let's go, let's go. Give me 1 sec. All right.
Please don't tell me.
All right. Let's go.
If they do
We getting it figured out.
that you're actually able to submit,
Uh.
they're going to most likely change it.
So, just like I have like 5 more minutes, but this is some really good progress we're making here with like being able to add new entries and then just like delete them. That's cool. Thank you, ChatGPT, for that. One of the things I want to be able to make this date, input type date to input type date include time.
So one of the questions.
Okay, I guess all I have to add is like date time dash local, I guess. Yeah, so we can go.
Five Nights at Freddy's one. 20. Purple guy.
Also, we can go like 5 p.m. There we go. Oh, yeah. Okay. And then the problem is that like on my phone I had 3 skills or something, and my resolution is not that great, and so it was like this. That's where we have a problem with the bottom nav bar. So let's go ahead and search up the bottom nav bar, because I made the bottom nav bar by just finding a top nav bar and flipping it. So the question is if I basically just add this a whole bunch, even more than that. Boom, run. Ah, you see that should not be included in the body. So that's where the problem was coming in. If we just set the height to be like 90 VH. Is that the bottom line? On the bottom line, let's just put like junk and figure that out. No, it's not the bottom line. I think I would need to do like 1 more, then I'd be able to see that. Yeah. So that's still not working. What happens if we do like 10 VH? Okay. Bottom nav bar HTML. Ah, that one does not work. Okay, and maybe we just like add a bit of extra scroll to it so we can scroll past the bar. Or we can just ask ChatGPT for help on that. So we just give it the current nav bar system. I'm gonna do that in a new ChatGPT thing. So we give it that, and then we also get the bottom nav. How can I make it so items in the body will not go under the bottom nav? Padding bottom 80 pixel. Oh, that's smart. Just under the body, just add some extra padding. Hey, that worked. Cool. Cool. Okay. It does look a bit weird on some of those bigger phones, but that's fine. I don't care. It works. It's all that matters. Okay. So now it's actually submittable if you click to submit, but it won't actually upload anything yet. I think this is a really good start though. I think I also need to add like a back button. Maybe I put that like right here, or maybe I put a little X up here as if it were like an app on a phone. Then I could turn it into an app on a phone with like Electrify or with Electron, and do something like that. Style, position fixed. I mean, that's already progress on like an X button. Background color, transparent. I guess we probably don't want to do a button and just do like an image with an X. So image where source is the trash.png. That's right there. And we set the style to equal position fixed. Okay, and we set the width to be like 75 pixels or something. 50 pixels. Yeah, and then we want to set it to be a bit higher. So I guess we could do margin top -10 pixels. Negative 50 pixels. Nope, -25. And then you click that and we go back. So we just like on click. We go ahead and just do window dot location will equal dot slash. Hey, okay, so now we also got a back button. And if I really want to finish that off, we should find a like exit, or I guess back in monocolor. That one looks nice. I think I'm sticking with white. Yeah, I am. Okay, so if we set the background to be black and then we turn it to be white, we export it as a PNG, and then we move that from there to Quest System and just call it back. And then under the code, we set the source to be back.png, and we refresh. Ah, let's go. Okay, cool. I freaking made this. This is awesome. This is so cool. And so then I can have like people inputting stuff in with the time and the date. And then let's also check how it is on my phone. And then I'm probably gonna stop streaming for a bit. I might not stream for the rest of today. I'm not sure yet. Oh yes, okay, that works. Cool. I can add 2 new entries. 0 and like 2 and 3, and then we do today at 5 p.m. Set, submit. Dude, it totally works on my phone. And as we scroll down, the position is fixed. Do I like that? Even follows us as we scroll down. I don't think I like that. I think we're gonna have to not have the position be relative. Okay. But that's actually well, there's like a space between it, which I don't really want. That was the whole goal of the position relative thing. Let's try like static. Position. See you in here. I'm still playing the puppies in here. Getting that. Ah. Oh, cool. Okay, that's exactly what I want. Just absolute. Now, if the screen gets too small, that could be a bit of a problem. So we're going to set it to be closer to the top of the screen. Not too much closer. Just like right there, probably. Now if it shrinks down, it does that, but it probably won't get that small. If it does, we can just shrink the size of the top text. Let's go. And scrolling works correctly now. Ah, yes. Yes. All right. I think that's that. I think I'm done for the day. I'll see you all later, I guess. Yeah. Farewell. Thanks for watching if anyone's watching.